28 minutes to 8. UKIP is a busted flush at this election. That's what most of the experts are telling us. It doesn't have a purpose any longer. We're leaving the EU after all. And it doesn't have a strong personality who can hold the party together. Unless, of course, the man sitting opposite me, Nigel Farage, fancies his chances again. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Now, are you going to run again?
Haven't decided yet. I've got to weigh it up. I am still leading a group in the European Parliament where, of course, ultimately there will be a veto over the whole Brexit deal and where the negotiations will take place over the next 2 years. And I've got to weigh up, where am I best to be in terms of having an impact on Brexit and perhaps warning the British public that it's not going in the direction it should be? Am I better off staying in Strasbourg or better off trying to go to Westminster?
Well, from the point of view of UKIP, it's perfectly clear what you're better off doing, and that is staying in this country, or returning, if you like, to this country, and standing in a by-election, which you, in an election, a general election, which you yourself have said you'd win.
I think I would, yes. I mean, I would not have in that constituency.
You lost it last time, of course.
Yes, perhaps in circumstances that weren't entirely fair, but we'll let the Crown Prosecution Service decide about that. I think I would. I also feel that the fear factor, the SNP fear factor, had a big dent on the UKIP vote back in 2015. You can see Theresa May trying to play the same game again about the progressive alliance that would stop Brexit from happening, but actually that's going to wither over the course of the next few weeks. I will make my mind up over the course of the next couple of days, but whatever I decide, I will work closely and I will support fully Paul Nuttall in all that he does.
It does rather sound as if you have made your mind up. Either that or, well, maybe you're just making a bit of mischief. You've got that picture of you that you tweeted. I think you tweeted it, didn't you? Showing you with Richard Tice, Aaron Banks, Andy Wigmore. You pose together four powerful men in their different ways. Your thumbs up in the picture. Mr. Wigmore posted his Twitter account saying, strategy meeting, mischief, mayhem and guerrilla warfare in the general election. You've been warned.
Actually, that was an old picture and it wasn't taken this week. But
nonetheless, you were a part of it. You haven't resigned from it. Is that what you're after? A bit of strategy, a bit of mischief and mayhem?
No, the only real strategy meeting I've had is with Paul Nuttall yesterday, and we'll have more over the course of the next couple of days, working out what UKIP's plan is. And the number of times over the years that UKIP have been written off. Going right back to William Hague becoming Tory party leader, we were told there was no need.
Yeah, but we were still in the European Union then, and it's daft to make comparisons with that. Isn't it? Because you existed to get us out of Europe, and you've got us out of Europe.
Well, I tell you what's really interesting is that this Prime Minister gives fabulous speeches. She uses words and phrases that I've been using and been condemned for 20 years.
The greatest compliment.
And it all sounds wonderful. When she was Home Secretary, remember, she was going to reduce immigration. Did she? Not a bit of it. It was running at $250,000 a year when she left office.
That's a diversion. We are out of Europe, and therefore UKIP has no purpose.
On what terms? Are we going to maintain free movement for many years to come? Already, they're prepared in the corridors of Brussels, and I've learnt this as an MEP, to concede Britain's fishing waters in order to try and get a better trade deal. So this is far from over. And we need a strong UKIP voice in British politics to hold the Tories to account.
The problem is you don't have a strong leader, or at least he is not perceived as being a strong leader.
Well, he's got 6 weeks to prove himself, hasn't he? It's just as simple as that.
If even you are not convinced that
I've known him for a long, long time. He knows his own mind. He's a strong man. He's walked into
But they're fighting. I hate the old expression, but nonetheless, the party's fighting.
Well, it was.
Cats in a sack.
Well, it was. And let's be honest.
I notice it stopping. When did it stop?
Oh, the day Carswell left, and we should have kicked him out 2 years ago. He was in there.
So it was one single man responsible for the party coming apart at the same time. Nothing to do with one leader after another having to pack it in.
I would say that division within the party, he was very much responsible for. And in terms of the leaders, look, when you have somebody who's been a dominant figure as leader, which I was, and my critics would say domineering, and they'd probably be right too, as leader, when that person goes, there's bound to be a difficult period where we need to settle down. Now, Paul has walked into this job, I guess he's probably himself been shocked at how tough it is, but he now realises exactly what he's facing, and I think he'll come through very strongly.
And you'll tell us that you're going to stand when?
I'll make my mind up in the next couple of days.
Nigel Farage, many thanks.